I don't even know what's going on today. I don't know what has inspired me to do the activity that I'm going to be doing today, but it is what it is. And it's not an easy one to even do or to even admit to. So today it's 2:37 p.m. and it's April 17th. April 17th. Today there's going to be a showing of the Hatsune Miku movie. Colorful stage, a Miku that cannot sing. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, I truly hate the bitch. I hate Hatsune Miku with all my heart. Why? Because she has a lot of merch. That's it. I've heard only one of her songs, and I saw the promotional for this video, for this movie in Shibuya when I went to Japan. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance, because hey, I'm not one of those that is gonna just say, oh, I don't like it, so I'm not gonna watch it. You know what? I'm gonna give it a try. So I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know if I'm ready, if I need to see anything prior to this. I honestly thought Hatsune Miku didn't have any sort of animes prior to this or movies, so this is going to be my very first one to watch, and the bitch can't sing in this one, so I guess I'm not gonna hear her sing, I guess, because anyways, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated as the day goes on, but to say that I'm excited, that would be a lie. All right, let's find out. Well, it's 6:31. 6:31. The show is at 7, so we'll see. My expectations for this movie are quite high. I mean, Hatsune Miku is like super big, and I've only listened one of her songs, and I hate her. So it's not that I want to hate her, but I really want a reason to change my mind, because she's got cool ass merch, and I hate her for that. Or like to become fan of her music. Like I legit don't want to. I do not want to hate her, but we'll see if this movie makes me change my mind. So let's go and watch my first ever movie of anything Hatsune Miku related. All right, let's go. Just in case if it wasn't clear why I hate this stupid bitch, it's because of the merch. She has a shit ton of merch, and there are other waifus and other characters that don't. Like Toru, or Tomo-chan, or Nasuna, or even fucking Kaoru from Rurouni Kenshin. Ranma. Like there's a plethora that don't get the love that this bitch gets. And I don't want to hate her. And that's why I'm going to the movie. So maybe the movie is gonna turn me into a fan. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. We're on our way. And just in case if it wasn't clear, I know that my reason for hating this bitch is stupid as fuck. Like, it's idiotic. It is the worst reason anyone could ever have to hate a character. And I'm fully aware of it. And I still hate her. Okay. I've arrived. Let's see what they're talking about. The place looks relatively full, so maybe it's gonna be a full house today. Who knows? We'll see. There's actually a lot of people, and there's someone with a plushie. A plushie. It's so quiet. There's not even commercials playing, and it's so awkward. It's so quiet, and it's full of Weebs. This is a weird vibe. Like, it's supposed to start already. first trailer is for furries. I feel like I need to know like way more characters than this, because the movie just started and I feel like I don't know anyone, but everyone knows each other, and it's kind of odd.
僕たちの世界のミクとは違うみたいだね。違う世界のミクか。君たちにも。これここが。
What the fuck is going on?
ようこそ世界へ。確かにあの時見たミクだ。
未来の自分に嫌われないように。
比べてしまうのだ。目の前夢のためだけのな。そうにそうそれだけか。あとはひたすら前に進むだけ。
I think I have gathered all my thoughts about the Hatsune Miku movie. So has Kalan. Okay, so I've been pondering for like 3 days now on like my experience with the Hatsune Miku movie. And here's the thing. I think it was pretty clear, like within minute 5 of the movie, that there's like an insane amount of lore when it comes to Hatsune Miku. Like ridiculously amount of lore, because there were like 5 different groups of people, and then there were like a lot of Hatsune Mikus and Hatsune Miku bands, like with like a blonde guy, and then this other purple hair guy that was like ridiculously, like his voice was just annoying. His voice didn't do it for me. He was very... So anyways, the point is that it was very obvious that maybe this was a sequel or like a movie spin-off type of thing to like a larger universe. And here's the thing. I had zero clue, but I think I have enough like I have more than 10 IQ to understand a movie, even if it's just a sequel to like an established brand, because even as sequels, you kind of get like enough lore to maybe you don't get all the references or like all the plot points. But this is my first problem with the movie, is that it was very, and when I say very childlike. Like the premise was insanely easy to figure out. We have bad stuff happening and only the power of friendship can solve it. That's just about it, you know. But so I'm gonna go into spoilers, and just FYI, if you haven't seen it and you're a Hatsune Miku fan, I think you're gonna like it, because it's got Hatsune Miku and like a shit ton of Hatsune Mikus with different personalities and hairstyles, so yay. But when it comes to like the movie itself, I would hope for a sequel to be good on its own, even if it's a sequel or like a spin-off or anything, but because I feel like I didn't understand the rules of the world. Like it felt more like Digimon. Oh, we have these little kids that are friends with the virtual Hatsune Miku bands, and they can travel between the Digi world to go and like help them, and there's different worlds with different Hatsune Mikus and different ways, and they don't want the adults to find out, because it's like, that's odd, you know, like we don't want like a virtual Hatsune Miku to be revealed to the adults, but then at the end the Hatsune Miku does like come to the real world, and it's like everyone sees her. So, and how are they able to travel between worlds but not choose the world that they're traveling? Like the magic system was not explained very well, and I'm gonna give them like the benefit of the doubt. And what I mean by the benefit of the doubt, oh damn the sun. All right, hold on. What I mean by that is that maybe the magic system and like the traveling system and like all the rules of the world have been explained prior. So I'm not going to say like this movie did a horrible job explaining how it worked, because it did. But again, I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt that it has been explained better on other movies that I've never heard about. Because this is the first Hatsune Miku movie I've ever heard about. So anyways, so the plot was just simple. Like, this Hatsune Miku is supposed to like create a song or music to reach the heart of people that are like failing in pursuing their dreams. And you get glimpses of different people like frustrated with their work or with their life, and they just want to like abandon it all. And then Hatsune Miku tries to like sing to them, but it doesn't really work. They can't listen to her, and she doesn't know how to sing, and she's trying to figure out music. And then at the end, you know, obviously they all come together because of the power of friendship, and lo and behold, the song that she's been singing all along is the one that reaches the people, and she's now like good. And she goes from being emo, useless Hatsune Miku to being like shining, bright, happy Hatsune Miku. So that's the plot. That is the plot. And my problem with it is the fact that there's so many characters in this stupid movie, and there's no attention given to any of them. The movie just presents a very simple, plain array of characters, and then the emotional problem, where you have that the people defeated in life, the ones that are supposed to be touched by Hatsune Miku's music, you don't even know their name or like anything aside from why they're frustrated or anything. So there's no attention to that. And because of that, I couldn't care less if they were like happy with their lives or not. I really couldn't. So the movie is very, very simple in that regard. It's very, very, very like, a 3-year-old could understand this movie, let's put it that way. A 3-year-old could understand it. Where it's just like, Hatsune Miku, yay, music makes people happy. So let's just make people happy with the power of friendship. So that's kind of like my problem with the entire movie. That is my main problem. The fact that it's so simple in their narrative. I've been walking for 3 days straight now, and this is where I've arrived. Over there, I'm gonna dig my grave, because, yep, that's it. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long or anything, but the point of it is that as a movie on its own, it was very simple, very predictable, and didn't give the characters enough attention to make you care about the consequences to those characters. The music was generic. Like, I understand that, you know, there's an audience. There's an audience for Hatsune Miku. Like, I totally get it. Otherwise, she wouldn't be as famous as she is. And there's a lot of people that really like her music. But at the end, where you have all the songs, like, from all the different people presented in the movie that are supposed to reach the people like that have given up on their dreams and everything, all the music really sounds the same, and the lyrics are insanely generic. There's no variation really in the message. So because it's not personal, it's very generic, it feels generic, it feels bland. The music, the lyrics, the characters, everything. If this movie was a spice, it would be flour. That's it. So anyways, am I a Hatsune Miku fan yet? No. God, no. Especially not with this movie. Dude, I'm trying not to hate her. I'm really trying not to hate her. But she hasn't given me a reason not to yet. So in the meantime, I'm still hating Hatsune Miku. I hate the fact that there's so much merch where there's other much better like waifus and like anime characters that should be getting that attention. But just like this movie, it gives attention in the most generic, blandest of way to the most uninteresting characters ever. So that's it. Let me know if you've seen this movie and if you agree or disagree with my take. In the meantime, this is where I lay down and die.